God, dog, they're awful. She had her worst, what can be described as her worst professional basketball game. Angel Reese, that's right.
Last night, Angel Reese had what can only be described as her worst professional basketball game.
Heads and shoulders above everybody else in the league, but the game prior with Angel Reese, with the Rose against Brianna Stewart and the Mist, it was a disaster.
Self-proclaimed Bayou Barbie just got a reality check, one she probably didn't see coming. While she's been touted as head and shoulders above everyone else in the league, her performance in the game against Brianna Stewart and the Mist was nothing short of a disaster. One thing's for sure, hype can only carry you so far when your game can't back it up. Angel Reese
Lexie Hull came in off the bench. 10 minutes of play. She did all of this damage in 10 minutes.
Self-benched after yet another underwhelming performance in the Unrivaled League. But who stepped up to save the day? None other than Lexie Hull, Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever teammate.
They started Angel Reese in the fourth of Razorway, and look, Angel Reese had a horrific game. Like a terrible.
Has thrown shade at in the past. Lexie came in off the bench and made a major impact in just 10 minutes of play. Yes, 10 minutes. She put up impressive numbers and was a driving force in her team's success. And I'll break it all down for you, so stay tuned, because I'm about to show you exactly.
And there were a couple of moments that could only be described as maybe some of the most embarrassing things we've ever seen happen on a basketball court. But Angel Reese's, wow. Her stat line is rough.
Angel Reese's stock has dropped and how Lexie Hull is quietly building her own leg.
To 71 versus the Mist tonight. Angel Reese played 8 damn minutes. She was 2 for 6 from the field, 0 for 0 from field goal, 0 for 0 in free throws. She had 6 rebounds, 1 offensive rebounds, and 5 defensive rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 0 blocks.
Unrivaled. Now, let's talk about Angel Reese's game. It was rough, real rough. Reese played just 8 minutes, and it wasn't pretty. She started the game in the fourth quarter, but that didn't help her. She finished 2 for 6 from the field, and that's it.
She gets pulled out of the game so fast because 1, she's completely unskilled, and 2, because she's exhausted, because she's not in shape. And you're watching it as she trudges up the court. It's the same crap every single game. They try so hard early on to get her involved. Why they start her, I have absolutely no idea, because her own fans aren't watching this shit anymore.
No free throws, no major contributions, just a lot of missed opportunities. Her stat line was bleak, and it's hard to believe this is the same player who's been pushing herself as the face of women's basketball. It's clear that while
8 minutes, 8 minutes, 8 GD minutes, 2 for 6 from the field. It's good to see that field goal percentage is not getting any better. There's no improvement. Now, tell me again how she's been in the lab. I'm starting to wonder if those gym videos where she's shooting threes, this, that, and the other, are not actually set up and actually directed content.
She's not backing it up on the court, and fans are starting to notice. Meanwhile, Lexie Hull is doing what she does best, letting her game speak for itself. It's about time we start giving her the credit she deserves. Angel Reese's performance last.
And Lexie Hull goes 8 for 11 from the field and has 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 boards. 19, 3, and 3. She was the top scorer, and they didn't play her in the fourth.
Night was, to put it mildly, a disaster. In a game where every minute counts, Reese played just 8 minutes. She scored a mere 4 points, 2 for 6 from the field, and didn't even attempt a free throw. That's right, throw. To add insult to injury,
it was an absolute disaster for Angel Reese. But you will notice something. As Angel Reese rode the pine and had an awful game, and the game got away from being about Angel, the Rose Basketball Club won the game.
Grabbed 6 rebounds, but only 1 was offensive, and she had a single assist and 1 steal. 0 blocks. Not exactly the stat line you'd expect from someone who spent the past year hyping herself up as the face of women's basketball. Now, let's break this down. 8 minutes. 4 points. That's not a good look, especially when you compare it to Lexie Hull, who came
Nuts, man. Let's just look at some of the plays. The hustle play. Boom. Look at that. Giving you the hustle. Rebounding. As we all know, she cut to the rim. Boom. Look at that. Beautiful work. Going to work down there on Vandersloot. Come on, man.
off the bench for the Rose Basketball Club and put on an absolute clinic in just 10 minutes of play. Hull shot 8 for 11 from the field, knocked down one of her 2 3-pointers, and added a free throw for good measure. That's 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds in just 10 minutes of action. Lexie Hull was the game changer, single-handedly leading her team to their first victory of the season. Meanwhile, Angel Reese? She spent more time on the bench than she did on the court.
Look at Lexie. Lexie out here cooking. Go ahead, give it to her, Lexie. Bang that thing. Come on, man. We been said it. We been said it. Hey, get Lexie involved.
When she was on the court, it was painfully obvious why. She couldn't keep up with the pace of the game. Watching her lumber up the court was like watching a giraffe try to outrun a pack of cheetahs. It was rough to watch, and you could tell it wasn't working. There's no denying it, the 3-on-3 format exposed her limitations. The physicality, the speed, it's just...
What in the holy hell is this? Like, boom, she just spiked it into the corner of the rim. It's just the same old, same old. It's what we've seen from Angel Reese now for quite some time.
Too much for her body type. Her lack of conditioning was evident, and it's hard to ignore at this point. As for her game? Still no improvement. Same old story. Despite all the in-the-lab videos and the gym content she's posted, it's clear that it's just not translating to the court. If that's what she's working on, it's not working. Now, let's put this all into perspective. Angel Reese.
Now, there were some unbelievably embarrassing moments for Angel Reese in this game, and this is going to be one here. She's going to dribble down the court, and she's going to pick up the ball. Wait, and start trying to dribble again. What are you doing now? What just happened? Did you just blatantly dribble?
Hype and attention barely contributed last night. But Lexie Hull? She took her opportunity and made the most of it, leading her team to a win with 19 points in just 10 minutes. No contest. So while Angel Reese rode the pine for most of the game and struggled on the court, Lexie Hull proved that hard work and dedication matter more than all the social media posts in the world. It was an embarrassing night for Reese, and it's becoming harder to ignore the gap between the two players. Last night's game showed exactly who's putting in the work and who's just along for the ride. The Rose Basketball Club won the game, but if we're being honest, Angel Reese might as well have been on the sidelines scouting real estate. While she spent most of the game doing, well, not much, Lexie Hull was out there putting on a show. She was breaking ankles, making pinpoint cross-court passes, and draining threes like it was second nature. That one pass to her teammate for the three-pointer? Perfection. Lexie was on fire, and you could tell the refs were probably tempted to high-five her after some of those plays. Let's take a moment to appreciate what Lexie Hull did last night. From hustle plays to aggressive rebounding, she was everywhere. She was cutting to the rim, driving the ball with authority, and showing why she's one of the most underrated players in the league.